To some of you watching game, it's good morning, others is good night, others it's good afternoon. I know this channel is watched world over. I'm going to look at the countries that watch us from United Kingdom, USA, there is Asia, and very many others. There is America. Thank you guys for watching in Cavani Sports. And today we do bring in the news of Edson Cavani and Alex Telles leaving Manchester United. Now, you know, for the ever since Saturday, things that have been really running around the football ground has been all about the European Super League. And on Tuesday, it collapsed at once, and the man who goes by the names of Florentino Perez came out and fumed and said that, look at Chelsea, only 40 supporters were outside the field, really made you turn around this. And he said it's not yet over, and they are real up to it, and they really need to see the best of their decision that they took to see to it that European Super League really is played and Champions League is shunned by the big forces into the European League. But the first 6 clubs to leave the Super League such that it collapsed were the English Premier League clubs, that is Man City, Chelsea. Those two were the first ones, followed by Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham Hotspur lastly leaving that. And that has really tabled a lot of arguments at Manchester United, especially, whereby all those 6 clubs really want to see the owners of those clubs out. Manchester United want Glazers out. Arsenal want Kroenke out. Liverpool, they want their owner out, however much he apologized. Tottenham Hotspur, I've seen something from Sky Sports where Tottenham Hotspur fans have really said, is Daniel Levy get out? Yes. And Chelsea, I've not yet seen them really bashing a lot at Chelsea and Man City. They're the only clubs I've seen whose fans are not really onto their owners kicked out of the club. But the others, it is the same news. And today morning at Carrington or AON training complex of Manchester United Warrior, it was attacked and surrounded off by close to 100 supporters of Manchester United, with Joe Glazers out. That we want 50 plus 1%. That's what we want in there of Manchester United, meaning that they want shares of Manchester United fans to be having the largest number of shares, because they are really fed up of what the Glazers have taken them through, to an extent that they ashamed their club to let down the history of the club. Now, what has this led to? This has led to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer talking to them, cooling them down with the help of Darren Fletcher and another player known as Michael Carrick. And the good thing, all those are Manchester United players, and I think they listened to them. And after doing their work, they really walked out of the ON training complex, and United delayed its training delayed for some 30 an hour, though it really went on. But they came on and they really attacked, because they really needed to make a statement that what the Glazers are doing is anti-football. Now, I was just bringing you a brief because all today I've not been here I've not done any live stream here. But all in all, what I want to tell you is that there is a plan that is going on to see to it that the Glazers are kicked out of Manchester United. As that plan is going on, there are players that are thinking it's not worth it playing for Manchester United anymore. Right now, I don't know what, but for Cavani's case, it has been really lagging or lingering around at Manchester United, and the rumors have been everywhere that Edson Cavani really wants to leave Manchester United. To me, I really thought that the reason as to why he was thinking like that, because he was not scoring and the manager was losing trust in him. The stories of Eric Haaland got me to the news that United really needs a number 9, and Edson Cavani really felt like he is not impactful at the club, yet he's paid £20,000 a week. Now, after scoring goals and coming back to his scoring level as we know him and form, I really thought this would get out of the news, but surprisingly, it's back, and I'm surprised, and it means it might be something big and better or worse for either sides. Now, we go to a player who has not been in the news ever since he came at Manchester United, Brazilian left back, signed from FC Porto, close to £16 million to come in at Manchester United. He goes by the names of Alex Telles. Alex Telles is a Brazilian left fullback who came in at Manchester United on the D-Day of the transfer. That was, I think, 7th or 8th August last no, sorry, September last year in the summer. Now, coming in at Manchester United, we all knew that he is really a very talented lefter, and his assists and goals and his skill is better than that of Luke Shaw. But surprisingly, he came in at Manchester United and he changed things because Luke Shaw really improved. The coming of Alex Telles, however much the previous season, Luke Shaw was really a very good player. But going forward, Luke Shaw was really lacking that attribute. But ever since Alex Telles came in, Luke Shaw has really played very well this season because of the pressure mounted to him by the Brazilian left back known as Alex Telles. And it has really pushed him out of the starting 11 or the starting picture of Manchester United, and the managers look at Luke Shaw as the only option they have really to turn around things at Manchester United right now. Now, when you look at Alex Telles, let me see, how many games has he played for Manchester United? I think they are really, really less, according to what he was expecting, because he knew there was a weak link and they would really fight for that number at Manchester United. Now, the season of 2020-2021 for Manchester United, Alex Telles has played 4 Champions League games, EFL Cup, he has played 1 game, Europa League, he has played 5, and Premier League, he has played 7. In total, that is 12. He has played 17 games for Manchester United. So I think because he's really not getting enough at Manchester United, I think that's why he really needs to see himself out of Manchester United. And to me, I really think that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really needs to see how he's really going to balance up on the left backs, because when you look at Alex Telles, he's really a great left back. And I think we couldn't lose him because getting a left back like him is hard. And when you look in the academy, we are lacking a replacement like a better left back at Manchester United. So I really see it as something great for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to start considering Alex Telles. But I know these are games that might have been started by the agent, because the agent feels like his client is not getting enough football. So what they do give news to tabloids like the one in Brazil that has really come out and said it's called Calcio Mercato has reported that Alex Telles will leave United this summer, and guess where he's going? It's Juventus. Juventus wants him, and a swap deal involving Adrian Rabiot or Alexandro. So when you look at Rabiot is a midfielder, and I don't know why United can really go in for that. But I don't know how Solskjaer is really going to sit down and convince the lad who goes by the names of Alex Telles to stay at Manchester United, because he's really a great player, and the great player in him really needs at Manchester United very good backup, because he's really, when he's really playing, you don't really cry while Luke Shaw is absent, because defensively he's good. He's good on creating assists, taking free kicks. His final ball is good, and I think defensively, though Luke Shaw is better defensively, but I think going forward, a man who goes by the names of Alex Telles is better than Luke Shaw. So to me, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really needs to do the needful and talk to this lad to see to it that he really convinces him to stay. But I think it's hard for him to leave because the contract is signed. He signed a 4-year contract at Manchester United. Coming at Manchester United when you're 27, that means he just needs to get 1 more season. If at all Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't utilize him as he expects to be used at Old Trafford, then he will really see himself get out of Manchester United. But when you look at where he's going, it's Juventus. And who is the left fullback of Juventus? I really want to know. Juventus left fullback. Joan Godrad, I think he plays right back. That's where he really plays. But allow me really go into here and search in Juventus. I first really want to see who is the left fullback of Juventus and compare him with Alex Telles and see whether it's really worthy for Alex Telles really to go in and leave the side which goes by the names of Manchester United. Where he's going, is he really going to get first in football? That's the big reason in here for you, and that's something I really want to know. That's something I really want to know, because their recent game they played Parma and they won by 3-1. Yes, so Alexandro is the left fullback of Juventus. So Alexandro being the left fullback of Juventus really means a lot to me because I really see Alexandro. Yes, I've seen him play. He's really good, especially when he's going forward with the ball. But defensively, I don't rate him highly. And when you look at the experience that Alex Telles really has, United needs Alex Telles back to stay because he's really something different altogether. So to me, I think Alex Telles really needs to be at Manchester United because he is really needed. So when you look at Rabiot is a midfielder, and I think he's not the CDM that United really wants. You get? He's not the CDM that United wants. So to me, I think the perfect replacement would have been Alexandro, but I think Alex Telles is way much better than Alexandro. So I think it's better. Alex Telles is convinced by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to stay at Manchester United, and he really fights for his position ahead of Luke Shaw, and we see who is really going to be into that spot because the way he has been playing, he has really led Luke Shaw really to give him the best out of what we really expected from Luke Shaw. He's really serving us, giving us the best season of his entire life. Now, when you look at Luke Shaw, he has played very many games this season, and to me, he's the best left back into the entire European market. In the Premier League, he has played 28 games. He has scored 1 goal. Europa League has played 3. EFL Cup has played 2. Champions League 4 games. Those are the games that he has played. 31, 33. He has played close to 37 games. That is Luke Shaw, the left fullback of Manchester United, and it sounds good of what the form is on to. But guess the reason behind the form of Luke Shaw? It's none other than Alex Telles, a man who was signed from FC Porto and came in at Old Trafford, and he really did the needful and talked to the best, and he really tickled Luke Shaw really to improve on his final goal and going forward. Remember the season that Alex Telles was not at Manchester United, he really played very well in FC Porto and in the Champions League, banging in some assists because Bruno Fernandes, because they all played in Portugal, Bruno Fernandes had close to 20 assists and Alex Telles had close to 14 assists on his name, with goals, with close to 8 or 10 goals that season, including free kicks. He's a dead ball specialist. That's what I can tell you. So you see the beauty into the man that we are having at Manchester United. And to me, it really sounds awkward to situate that he really wants to leave Manchester United. It's something that I hate to really hear. And I really think it's really a lie. You never know. His agent might be wanting the manager who goes by the names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to get him enough playing time here at Old Trafford. Because players like him, we are venturing into the World Cup, and you will know, and all in all, you will know that Alex Telles needs really some playing time for his coach really to pull him up into or include him into that World Cup team, especially when you're playing the qualifiers. And I think next year the World Cup is happening in Qatar 2020. Remember, we last played the World Cup in 2020. We last played the World Cup. We last saw the World Cup feature in 2018, way down in Russia, where we saw a person or a team which goes by the names of France, led by Paul Pogba, Anthony Griezmann, and Kylian Mbappe coming in big to win into this. So that's what I can tell you about Alex Telles. And if I told you you've just joined in, you can come in and tell me, Alex Telles, do you support him leaving Manchester United because the manager has not, because he has not been used enough by the manager who goes by the names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Yet to me, I'm thinking he deserves more playing time. That is a man who goes by the names of the left fullback, who goes by the names of Alex Telles in there. Now we leave the Alex Telles story. If at all you've just joined us, you can go in the comment section and tell us what you think about Telles really being that player who has been really put down by very many other teammates at Manchester United, plus the manager not giving him enough playing time. Here to me, I really think Shaw would have been playing like 2 games and you give Telles 1 because he's really good and he deserves to be on the pitch because each and every time he has been fielded by Ole Gunnar he has really been a good player. And I remember the game that we played recently, and he was responsible for the 2 goals. The game against Granada at Old Trafford. Remember the first cross that was brushed by Paul Pogba to give Edson Cavani a ball that he shot into the back of the net with his left foot. It was delivered by a man who goes by the names of Alex Telles. Even the second one, that was an own goal, a ball directed from Juan Mata from the left side, brought in by Alex Telles. It was really good, and it was brushed by Juan Mata, and it ended up to be an own goal from a Granada defender. So we leave it there. There is Alex Telles in there for you, being that player that Manchester United really has not been utilized fully this season, and the player says, I'm going to leave Manchester United. Now, when we go to the next story, it's all about Edson Cavani. This has been in the news, and I'm really surprised, because for me, I thought the reason as why it was in the news was that Edson Cavani was not really scoring goals, and all the media was really camping to him, or saying that he is really, that Manchester United is interested in the Dortmund and Norwegian international who goes by the names of Erling Haaland in there. And that really, I think, puzzled him a lot, because he really felt like he had all what it takes to be at Manchester United. Because you know what it means, a legend like Edson Cavani being at Manchester United with an option to trigger with 1 year to trigger on the contract, and the news does not really consider you to be at Manchester United, and they are eagerly saying that we are really kicking you out of Manchester United. So it's really something ill, and I think it's something that really made his father come out and say that his son is going to play for Boca Juniors next season and is leaving Manchester United. Something that really I saw as bad for Manchester United, giving United a poor image picture in there altogether, because it's really hard to see to it that United, a striker who is really in his who is 34 years old, really says, I'm not playing for Manchester United next season. Yes, United really needs his services, but I think the reason as why he was doing this, he was really afraid. All he wanted to silence the news, because United was so much into Haaland. And United being a lot into Haaland really has not stopped, but he came back. Who do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking of a player who goes by the names of Edson Cavani, scoring one against Tottenham Hotspur and scoring another against Brighton in there, and scoring another one into the UEFA Europa quarter-final squad against Granada, a beautiful volley that saw the ball going to the back of the net into the first half and gave United an early lead, and they are comfortable of what it was going to go through that day. So Edson Cavani coming in there tight to really see it that he wants to leave Manchester United, because I thought after him regaining back his scoring boots and form, I think he wouldn't say he's leaving Manchester United. So I'm really surprised to see that Edson Cavani is saying that he really wants to leave Manchester United. I don't really know the ideal reason as to why he really wants to leave, because he's paid highly and beautifully, is he? Secondly, Ole has given him all the playing time that he wanted, and it's his injuries that has really seen him not play game in, game out, because Ole really risks him sometimes to really come up and see what is really going to happen in there as Manchester United plays those games. And I'm just wondering why he does not really feature up, but it is really bad to hear that Edson Cavani really wants to leave Manchester United. And what has really quoted that, it's the Argentine outlet Depo claim that Cavani has let United know he intends to leave at the end of the summer to be closer to his family, and that's not the first time such reports have surfaced. But his potential departure would severely be a blow to the Red Devils. Yes, but to me, I think it's not a blow to the Red Devils. The only way it's going to be a blow if at all United does not sign a CDM, centre back, and the right winger, because United has people that can score goals, mind you. Anton Martial can score goals if at all you give him chances. Rashford can do, and Mason Greenwood can do so also. But the problem is one, they are not really provided with enough chances really to bang the ball into the back of the net. So to me, I think that's not a problem at Manchester United. The problem is United does not create enough chances. That's why we see when Edson Cavani really gets such chances, he really sees himself and he finds out and kicks the ball into the back of the net each and every time the chances come. Remember that diving header against Tottenham Hotspur that really gave United a lead. Remember, Tottenham Hotspur had led United and they had cancelled his first goal stupidly like that, and very many people came out and attacked the referee in there. But after an equalizer from a player who goes by the names of Freddie, who doesn't really regularly score for Manchester United, Cavani came in with a diving header. What a cross brought in by Mason Greenwood in there for Manchester United. Now, as we speak, things aren't going as expected because we are really lacking money to buy. And look at Manchester United. You can't go ahead telling me that United is really going to let these players go, because United doesn't have money to let these players go. And United letting these players go, it will mean that they are really going to invest in a lot. Of course, I don't think United has the money really to invest in that. But to me, I'm thinking United should keep Cavani. They should keep Alex Telles and very many other players. They should offload some people like Juan Mata, Phil Jones, De Gea, and Dean Henderson. One should go. I think Eric Bay should go because he's an injury-prone player, not really suitable for Manchester United, because this is a season game, especially the league. If they find you tired, and the teams like Madrid, who have really a very big squad, they really bother you and really hit you, give you a beating of your life. So to me, I really think United needs to keep Cavani and Alex Telles. Then they go and get a CDM, a centre back, and a right winger. That's it. All I had here at Cavani Sports. Thank you for watching in. But Edson Cavani and Alex Telles are quitting United. Reported by the Depot from Argentina. That is for Edson Cavani, and Colegio Mercado in there from from Brazil. Reporting how Alex Telles is willing to leave Manchester United. Thank you guys for watching in. It's always nice having you in here on Rokan Sports. Subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So you have there to get the comment section and tell me what you think about this story of Alex Telles and Cavani leaving United.